Ice cold one.
So what are we doing for tea?
What choice do we have?
What?
And then I wonder, like, when
Good done. I know, right?
I can agree with this statement, in a way. I can agree with this statement.
Once more.
I can agree with this statement.
Great.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
Things-
not just us. The guys
Of
have
course.
some responsibility.
no, 100%. Which one?
Vasectomies prevent abortions.
That's also true. Yeah, that's also true. But the Christian Taliban, Texas, what's happening with Texas? Maybe I'm a little bit behind on the news. You want them to secede or something?
I'd love it.
Really?
They
Why?
just passed a law that basically bans abortion.
Did they ban abortion?
yeah,
Completely?
After 6 weeks.
which
Uh-huh.
is nothing.
You don't even know you're pregnant at 6 weeks.
So it's effectively they banned.
Oh, I see. But when do you think the abortions, I mean, how long do you think women can carry the baby until the abortions are kind of not allowed anymore?
Until the week of feasibility, which is about 24 to 26 weeks.
So
That's
that's,
what Roe v. Wade says.
uh-huh.
When they're
24
when
weeks.
they're viable
Uh-huh.
outside of the body,
Uh-huh.
you can't abort them anymore. They're,
Okay.
they're living.
That's right.
But 6 weeks, they're a bunch of throbbing cells.
So
There
it's
is no difference between the two.
between what Christian Taliban and Texas.
Islamic Taliban and American right-wing Christians.
I see.
That they want religion to rule
But as
the
far as I
laws
know,
of the country. But in America,
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't equate the two. I mean, Taliban and kind of American citizens. I mean, you're essentially equating Taliban, which are kind of foreign nationals, versus Americans. I mean, you agree with them or not, but they're Americans,
by
no?
their religion.
Uh-huh.
They rule by their religion.
Okay.
Right-wing Christians want to
Uh-huh.
rule by their religion. Their religion says they don't like abortion, so
Uh-huh.
they force it on all of us. America is a country of no religion and all religions.
No religion.
All religions.
Okay. So Christianity is not the. I mean, I'm Jewish myself, but Christianity. So, but Christianity is a predominant religion. I mean, even though I'm Jewish, but
It
no.
is,
America
but you don't
has
rule
freedom
by
of
Christianity.
religion.
I'm sorry. Say it again.
America is a country which has freedom of religion.
No, that's true. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's in our
Yeah.
laws.
No, I agree. Absolutely.
They're creating laws that
Uh-huh.
rule by religion.
They get
Uh-huh.
away with it, they would.
But
The Texas law, what they already have, they've set boundaries out. And they've turned regular citizens to, they're paying them.
Yeah, right.
So I really don't see what the difference is.
difference, I mean, between Taliban and the Texas lawmakers. I mean, there's no difference.
Yes, I do.
No. I mean,
The only reason they're not hanging anyone right now is because they can't. It would just be too blatant. But give them total control, and they'd shoot us on sight.
But Taliban came, I mean, with all due respect, I mean, whether you're left or right, as an American citizen, and by the way, I was born in USSR originally, so, I mean, Taliban is kind of close to what I experienced back in the USSR, in this totalitarian regime. And in fact, as you know, the Soviet Union waged its own war in Afghanistan. I mean, these people, I mean, they have no qualms about cutting people's heads for no reason whatsoever, just because you're white or Jewish or Christian or whatever.
It's
I mean,
more extreme,
uh-huh,
and yet
uh-huh,
the Taliban
uh-huh,
there
uh-huh.
and the lawmakers here are
Uh-huh.
trying to control women's bodies.
Well,
They are controlling women's. They have no right to tell me that I have to carry a baby. Are you out of your mind?
yeah, but Taliban,
My baby.
Taliban that,
My body.
but the Taliban that, well, basically for whom women are like dogs. I mean, second-class citizens, and you're still
They're
equating.
worse. Granted, they're worse.
Uh-huh. Well, but you equate, it's not like more or less. It's like equal is the same. I mean, mathematically, it's not that I'm defending one another, I'm just trying to kind of understand.
Time.
Uh-huh.
Give them time.
they will become like Taliban? Only in Texas or only in Texas?
United States. And
You mean
you see that
New
the
York,
right-wing-
New York State, like any state? You mean?
Several states are trying to pass the same law that Texas just passed.
So again, the law is, just for me to understand, that you are not allowed to have an abortion after six weeks. You said, right?
Texas.
In Texas, 6 weeks.
And Texas.
Even in cases of incest and
Uh-huh.
rape.
I see, and that's why you call them Taliban.
Yes.
That's another reason.
I'm sorry?
I guess that's another reason, isn't it?
Well, to me, it's a little bit unreasonable to equate the two, but, well, it's a free country, thank God, still. No, you're not so sure?
We're protesting to keep it free.
Not when you say that the Texan, which are Americans, my fellow Americans, being equated with Taliban, which are totally different, anathema to anything that we stand for. I mean, I'm sorry. I was very close. A friend of mine, actually, he fought in Afghanistan. He fought the Dushman, as they're known over there. And these are not nice people, to put it mildly. And especially when it comes to women. I mean, they came to power right now. You know what happened. They banned the women from universities and schools. They make them wear burqas. I mean, imagine you standing with this sign in Afghanistan. But you're still equating them with Texas. And again, I'm with you.
Texas, not with Texas,
Well,
with the right-wing extremists.
Right wing.
Right-wing Christians.
So right-wing American citizen Christians are the same as Taliban.
They're getting there.
You stand behind it.
They're getting there.
Seriously?
They're not. They're getting there.
But they're not there yet. So it's not a equal sign yet.
You see a lot of posters that say such and such equals such and such.
Uh-huh.
It may not absolutely equal such and such.
So it's not
but-
equal after all.
but you're making a comparison.
You're
They're
making
a
okay.
statement.
I see. I got it.
Making a statement.
I got it.
I like the phrase,
Uh-huh.
beware Adolf Trump.
What's wrong with Trump? I mean, you compare Adolf Hitler with Trump? Seriously?
See?
The
That's
guy-
what I'm saying.
No, but
It's
the
an
guy who has a
exaggeration.
daughter, I mean, son-in-law who is Jewish. I mean, his daughter converted to Judaism, and you're saying Adolf Trump. I mean, come on, and you're Jewish. You should know better. Seriously.
No, no,
With
no.
Maxima? Is that
Yeah, I'm with Maxima. Yeah.
Who is Maxima?
It's just a Brazilian company.
Brazilian. Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Brazil, by the way?
Australian News?
Yeah, sort of. Have you ever been to Brazil? Never.
What does that sign mean? Fuck babies.
I talked to those people, by the way. I interviewed them over there. A girl who happens to be, whose mother happens to come from Russia, by the way, or USSR. You know, so,
my ancestors are from Russia.
yeah, I know.
My mother's family.
Ashkenazi, all Ashkenazi are from there. That's what it is.
99.7%
Yeah.
Eastern European. Ashkenazi
I'm
Jew.
sure it's in
Anyway,
Poland.
What does that mean?
I talk to these people. I mean, they kind of say it, but they don't really mean it. Whatever. You can talk to them. I spent almost an hour trying to figure out what the hell does that mean.
Yeah, what does that mean? I don't get it.
Having a good time interviewing people around here?
I always have a good time when people have the right still to say whatever they want. You know, unfortunately, our rights are being infringed. I kind of don't understand when, let's say, I'll give you an example. I broke my foot. I stepped on a tennis ball. It's a long story how, but it happened, okay? So it was because some Russian dude, and again, coming from USSR, I'm allowed to say whatever I want about my fellow, Russians. He was supposed to pick up the balls, and he didn't. And he was told so many times to do that, and he didn't. Eventually, I stepped on the ball, I broke my foot, okay? So I'm sharing this kind of news with some of my friends on Facebook, and they use the phrase, damn Russians. All of a sudden, boom, Facebook, you cannot do that. I'm violating the policy. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? There was a damn Russian, he is a damn Russian, who's supposed to damn pick up these balls, and I damn broke my foot because of this damn Russian, and Facebook tells me I'm not supposed to use the phrase damn Russian, So there's no freedom anymore. Yes, I understand it's kind of private company on the one hand. They can do whatever they want. But at the same time, there's provision 230. Imagine you call someone, okay, and we speak on the phone. And I'm telling you the same story. All of a sudden, an AT&T representative of Verizon, whatever, interferes and said, "Oh, stop! We're disconnecting you. You cannot say the phrase "damn Russians."
That's great.
You got it, honey.
too.
You got it.
All right.
Our very
This
own
is-
Taliban. How lovely.
So whether I agree with you, whether you agree or disagree, I mean, the country I came from had no freedoms whatsoever. I will die for your rights, for whatever you have to say, No matter how much I disagree with you, you have absolute God-given right, not Facebook-given, not Google-given right, but God-given right, speaking of Christianity or religion, rights to express our own opinions. That's the most fundamental thing in America. And
It's
this
not
is
a God-given right. It's a constitutional given right.
whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, but Constitution come from God, from us, from the people, with the people. But that's besides the point. The point is that in this country you can say whatever you want.
Yes.
So how come is that these days Facebook or Google have the rights to ban Trump? No matter how much you can say I love Trump, you have the right to say it.
But is it okay
how
to
can you
lie?
Twitter? No, wait. How can the Twitter ban the leader of the free world? Whether you like Trump or not.
He's lying. It's not like you being angry with this guy and calling him a damn Russian. He's lying, and those lies.
You have the right to lie.
People.
You know that you have the rights to lie. You have absolute. I'll die for your rights to lie. That's what freedom is all about. Who is the arbiter? Who is there to say this is the lie?
Come on.
So you're.
What's a lie and what's the
But
truth?
wait.
Taking ivermectin, is that what it's called? Ivermectin to cure COVID is going to kill you.
Okay, here's the question.
You can't put that out there.
Here's
it's a lie and it kills people.
And it gives you the rights to ban the leader of the. Do you agree with that? Do you think they have the rights to do that? Or ban conservatives, or ban whoever they want? And again, I don't discriminate. Leftists, they have the right to say it, but as well as conservatives, or right wing, or whoever, anarchists, fascists, they have the right to say whatever they want.
But
That's
they
what.
can't lie. Are you taping this?
Yeah, you don't mind it, right?
You didn't ask me.
But it's kind of open space. You're here standing with the sign. You want
You're
to.
not standing over there taping me. You're in my fucking face.
Well, so
Ask me.
can I?
Just-
Do you mind?
Yeah, but you've done it for 20 minutes already. That's not nice.
Well, but it's a free place, no?
I had no idea.
Speaking of freedom, we talked about it. Maxima, yes, right, Maxima.
I didn't know it was on.
All right, God bless America. That's all I can say.
There is no God.
See,
Please, don't
there's.
lie. Don't lie.
Were you the ones
Did I say a word of lie?
freedom of speech?
Exactly. There you go. And I would assume you come to this open space with the signs, whatever they say, to make sure that your message goes far and wide. And it really doesn't matter who covers it as long as it goes far and wide. And why is it that every single time, almost every single time, when you start asking, I wouldn't even say tough questions, but kind of probing questions, well, I hear these expletives or people just walk away, and all of a sudden you start noticing camera. I mean, you've seen it all along. I'm not hiding it.
Let me have your control dick sign.
What's that?
Love it because you control dick.
Control dick. You speak with an accent. What kind of accent is that?
Control your fucking dick. That's what
Intense
gets us
and
in
control
all
your
kinds of
dick.
trouble. You want this on tape?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
That's what
It's recording.
is
Go ahead.
ruining society. Guys who can't control their fucking dicks, and it's not just their dicks, but it's their ego and their arrogance and their aggression.
I'm sure you're talking about Bill Clinton, right?
I'm talking about all guys.
Okay,
I don't care
got it.
what age,
Got it, okay.
political background, what color you are. You're all fucking dicks, and you're destroying women.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Do you have kids? All right. I guess that's the end of the conversation. Okay, nice talking to you. See ya.